question. We know that the second Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of Sinat Chinam. Because Sinat, baseless hatred, which, as Harav Netanyahu Shlita should live and be well, he says every sinah is Chinam. Every hatred is Chinam. It doesn't take more than what we read, or if you haven't read enough, continue reading, or even if you read enough, continue reading. Things that the Sonim did to us, Asara Harugei Malchut, the king cares about, we sold Yosef. Things don't make any sense. It's all in the hands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We say, Yemach Shemom the Arabs, Yemach Shemom the Germans, it's all true, Yemach Shemom. They're a stick, they're nothing, just a stick. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to hit us, nothing holds back. Nobody could do anything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to hit us, He hits, V'zehu. You could have Rabbi Akiva, Gidolei Olam, Talmidei Chachamim, Atzumim. When we deserve it, we get it. When we don't respect Torah, we don't respect Talmidei Chachamim, when we don't have that respect for them, so they're not needed in the world. Just like the Beit HaMikdash did not have any Shekhinah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu took it away. So too, when Talmidei Chachamim are not looked up at as Yirmiyah Hanavi could cry, do Teshuvah. Yeshaya Hanavi could say, Yada shor koneu ve'evus be'alav. And Chamor knows Zadus be'alav. But Ami lo yitbonan. And then you have Nevi'eh Sheker saying, no. Beautiful mashal I heard from Rabbi Weinstock. We'll get to Rabbi Grama also. Rabbi Weinstock said so nicely. You have a person, he comes to Beit Knesset 10 minutes late. Or let's speak real. Baruch Hu. He comes in by Shaharit by Baruch Hu. The Rav says, The first thing that goes in our head is, you're not my mashgiach. Hello? Who's paying you? You're the rabbi of the shul. You're not my mashgiach. Yalla, mazeh. Then he's davening. This guy came late, is praying. And then he looks in his smartphone. And the Rav says, hello? Ot pam. You're not my mashgiach. You're bothering me. It's uncomfortable. It's not good. And then he comes in right before Shkia Shabbat, right before Shkia Erev Shabbat. Mincha, where are you? How come you come in right before Shabbat? Don't you know it's dangerous? Well, you just parked your car, you come in, you have to accept before. What? How come your programming, your scheduling is bad, my friend? You're telling me what to do again. He's it. That's it. Forget about this rabbi. I can't do with this rabbi. He tells me where I'm going left, where I'm going wrong. It's with Shaharit, and then here, and then I just standing outside. I'm talking about what that rabbi said, and what this restaurant bad food had, and what that did, and all of a sudden the rabbi goes, Lashon hara, ut pam. Come on, enough. I'm it. That's it. He changes his shul. Then he goes to a different shul. Come an hour and a half late by Kiryat HaTorah. Shabbat Shalom! Welcome! You speak in middle of davening, nobody tells you a word. They'll laugh with you. You crack a joke, they'll laugh with you. You come before Shkia, you came before another 10 people. You're a tzaddik. Tzaddik Yesod Olam, you come before. Says Yirmiyah Navi, this is how it looks like. When Yeshaya Navi gives Nevuah, and Yirmiyah Navi gives Nevuah, and then Nevi'eh Sheker start hugging and kissing. No! What Hurban? Kol HaKavod, you come to Beit Knesset. Rabotai, let's not fool ourselves. Kol HaKavod, you come to Beit Knesset is for someone that comes for Yom Kippur. None of us need a pat on the back. We need someone, that's good too. That's good too. Once, yeah. Pat on the back, do something weird. We need someone to be like Yeshaya, Yirmiyah, and tell us, Yada shor choneu ve'hamor evus be'alav, Amin lo yitmonan. Someone that could tell us, listen, what you're doing is wrong. Don't act like that to your wife. Don't act like that to your parents, to your children. Don't say Lashon Hara. Why did you come late? Like a mashgiach. Our Yetzer Hara doesn't let it. We shut down the Rabbanim. They can't talk. Says Eicha Yirmiyah Navi, Nevi'eh Sheker. When they came and they gave pat on the back. No, what Khurban? You're so good. You came to Bet Knesset. Wow. That's what you tell someone that comes to Bet Knesset all the time, that he's on that level. Wow. Hit him on that. Why are you late? Why are you late? Don't look at us here. In Lakewood Yeshiva, we have Avrechim that they're Moser Nefesh to learn Torah. There was a Mashgiach Alav Shalom. I forgot his name. Fagelstock. One of the... Huh? No, not Rav Matityahu, someone before him. He would stand by the door of the Bet Midrash. And Avrech would come late. Where were you? Where were you? Not Bachur Yeshiva. Avrech! He has wife and kids. Where were you? What, on a business deal you go late too? Yeshaya Navi gets up and he tells them, the problem is, we should know this. This is our problem. We don't like criticism. We don't like someone to tell me, you're wrong. No. Give me a pat on the back. You're so good. You're so good. Shlomo HaMelech says, yes, the right hand has to be the encouraging hand. But there has to be a left hand that says, hello, you're late for tefillah. Why are you talking about tefillah? Why is there cell phone on? Why? But unfortunately, when we don't come to the Bet Knesset anymore, so the Rav feels, oh, look at that, I lost my people. He loses his people. And we don't find Bate Knesset that the Rav is going to stand there and give you musar. Why? Because then we leave. So what the Rav thinks, it's better I don't say anything. And he comes by Baruch Hu. And what's going to happen? His whole life, him and his children are going to walk in by Baruch Hu and Hazrat Hashatz. And in the middle of Kriyat HaTorah, they're going to speak. Asur! He's going to speak. Why? Because nobody could get up and say, Yada Shor Goneu. As we read the Kinot today, Avodah Zarah and the Melech, the Kesar said, bow, and the children of Hannah didn't bow. We don't have that test. We live in a country, Baruch Hashem, freedom of religion. You could bow to a pesel, and Havdil Elef Havdot, you could worship HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nobody says a word, and if you start up, you can get arrested. It's freedom of religion, Baruch Hashem. We don't have that test, but we have like that test. I heard from my cousin, Rav Avram Moinzadeh, he said something beautiful. What does it mean, ahava? What does it mean you love someone? Because you buy him gifts, that means you love him? Real love. What does it mean love? I love someone. What does it mean love him? Because I feel hergeshim. I have feelings towards him, good feelings towards him. No, that's excitement. You know what love means? One word. Precedence. Precedence. You love whatever you take precedence for. If you take precedence A over B, you love A. That means when you're hungry and you go to work, you don't go home to get food. You don't go buy yourself a sandwich. Why? Because you have a client waiting. You have a customer waiting. You have your manager, that means your money, your business flowing nicely is important. You love your business more than food. That's what it means. Same thing for everything in life. When you're talking to your son and you take out your cell phone, that means I love my cell phone, the one behind it, that has something to tell me more than what you have to tell me. That's what it means. You could buy him gifts. You could tell him I love you. It's all baloney. Sheker, nevi'eh sheker. What's the truth? What takes precedence by you? What goes over what? Same thing with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When it comes times for Torah, and we go to this party and that party, that means HaKadosh Baruch Hu. In words, I love you, which means nothing. I love my party with my friends over you. That's all it means. Precedence shows love, period. Nekuda. I can sit down. That's it. When Bnei Israel, when they show that this is more important, that's more important, and then Navi gets up and says, what are you doing? No, this, that. That means that's more important than what you're saying, Navi. That means other things are more important. That's it. Just have our heads tight on to the shoulder, to the neck, tight. Think. That's what it means. From now on, when you want to tell someone you love him, you show that he precedes other things. And the level of precedence shows the level of love. That means when you have also order of precedence. You get to your office hungry. So you didn't go for the sandwich. That means the money is more important. Okay, very good. And then you have a manager and you have a client. The manager wants to talk to you. The client also wants to talk to you. Now what do? The one that you say, quiet, I got to get this. That means this is more important than him. Of course, you understand why. And the manager also does. I'm just showing what we see is precedence means love, period. Rabbi Grama was at Link, and he asked a beautiful question. If Bet HaMikdash, the second Bet HaMikdash, which we are mourning for 1958 years, the first Bet HaMikdash was only 70, second is 1958 and was Sinat Chinam. So why is there a halacha you're not allowed to say shalom on Tisha B'Av? We should be going around, kissing and hugging, just smile. You know, Breslov has this thing, smiling time, smile. We should have Tisha B'Av, just smile. The exercise of the day, smile. You're not allowed to smile. Maybe say Mazal Tov, maybe you're not allowed to say Mazal Machloket Poskim. Why? If the Bet HaMikdash was destroyed because of Sinat Chinam, we should show Ahavat Chinam. Beautiful question, Rabbi Grama. And he answered a beautiful answer. Rabotai, we, unfortunately, were big fakers. To the extent we fake ourselves. Why do I smile at him? Because if I don't smile, what's he going to think about me? Why do I laugh at his joke? Why do I give him a good morning? Why do I say Shabbat Shalom? It's all about what he's going to think about me. There's one day a year that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, shh, shut your mouth. Only to Amaretz, like that. Shh, inside. Get in. What's inside of me? Ma bifnim. What's inside? Is this person? What's going on with me? What's with me? Let's calculate. As we said in the Kinot, Yom Heshbon. Today's the day that a guy has to pay. You got to pay the credit card. You got to pay the card. What's with me? Let's do some tracking. What's going on? The truth. That's why the Torah says, forget about everyone else. Myself. Get into myself. Shlomo HaMelech says, we should never know. Shlomo HaMelech says, better to go to Avel than to go to Mishteh. Why? Because Chacham Yasim Libo, Shlomo HaMelech says. When Chas v'Shalom, the depressing time comes, a person gets real. He gets into himself. Bar Minan in Avel, his mouth is shut tight. He can't talk. He gets into it. What happened? What happened? But when a person's all doing, things fly by. You don't pay attention. Everything's happy. Everything's merging beautiful. When it's depressing, then a person gets into it. That's what Hashem wants. One day a year. Don't make cheshbonot. What he's going to say, nobody matters. What's inside of me? One day I think about what's inside. We sit on the phone, we cry. Crying comes from the depth. When we cry about what happened at the Khurban, when a person brings out the innards outside the Aribor Hashem, just start reading it. Wow, how can it be? 4 million people in Beitar slaughtered. 180,000 children. It was done in Yerushalayim. Read the Gemaras today. How could it be? Gedolei Olam slaughtered and killed and no mercy. When you read the Asura Regem Malchut, the Kesar, his daughter, is telling the Kesar, you want to kill Rabbi Shimon Kohen Gadol? Skin him first. So I should have his skin. Now, Rabotai, think about this. They're about to kill this person. How can you even watch your father kill this person? Look how the level of mercy, the humanity was so low. She's now even selfish. She's gotten to the level of selfishness so much. I want the skin. Ya Ribbono Shel Olam. How much did HaKadosh Baruch Hu take out? Every bit of mercifulness. Zero mercy. Zero. If any one of us, run out. I can't see. If right now they bring an Arab Yimach Shemam and they want to kill him, yeah, we feel good. Baruch Hashem, Nekama to 1 in a billion of all these people. Believe me, everyone's going to run out. It's horrifying. See a guy being slaughtered. And what is she saying? Abba. Skin him so I should have the skin. See the level that HaKadosh Baruch Hu took out of these people. The mercy. Why? Because when HaKadosh Baruch Hu punishes us, Chas v'Shalom, that same human, not Jewish, be human. There was a German doctor before World War II. And he had a Jewish patient, like we all go to doctors, right? And he was taking care of his finger, something like that. And he was doing some, I think, a small surgery. And he told him, oh, does this hurt? I'm sorry for you. Does this hurt? I'm sorry for you. And the Jew felt so soothing. The doctor feels sorry for me. That same German doctor, when he grew in heights, when he grew in the government, and Yamach Shema told him to chop off the fingers. I don't exactly know what happened. He was chopping off the fingers of the Jews. And he said, it hurts you, right? And he was chopping them off. It hurts you, right? And he was chopping them off. What happened? Where's the humanity? Where's the heart? There is no heart. There's no humanity. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants it, the bat hits. Abotai, it's a day that a person gets to himself. It's enough of fake, enough of playing. A person sits sad, he gets into himself. He thinks about himself a little bit. What do I love? What do I love? Not what I say I love. What precedes in my life? When a person doesn't go to Shiurei Torah and he goes to other things, that means the other thing I love more. Now you could say, I love you, Torah. Kiss the Torah. Hug the Torah. $500 Hagbah. Zero. You don't love the Torah, you love your friends more. When it means come to Minyan and I have to watch a game. When it means come to Minyan and I take care of this and take care of that, that means the game I love more than tefillah. That's what it means. I come every day. Okay, so admit that this tefillah of today, you love the game over tefillah. Say it. Are you willing to say it? Think about it, Rabotai. Hashem is Zaken.